other news, tonight a discussion on the state level about teaching equity, diversity, and inclusion in Utah schools. The State Board of Education approved a new rule that sets the standard and received very mixed feedback from the public.
R277-328 would mandate that school districts offer equity, diversity, and inclusion training for teachers and education for students. The rule leaves the specifics up to the individual districts.
Fox 13's Lauren Steinbrecher was there for the passionate and varying public comment tonight.
She's live at the State School Board of Education office. Lauren.
Yeah, Bob and Kelly. So 5 different groups actually wrote into the State Board of Education asking for tonight's hearing. And with them, there was also several members of the public who came up to voice their opinions. Interestingly enough, no one seemed to be fully in support of the rule as it is written now. They all wanted some sort of change, though what they wanted to change differed.
Most of the 5 groups that asked for Wednesday's hearing applauded the State Board of Ed's efforts. Even so, groups like the Utah Education Association say the rule shouldn't go into effect as is.
Our purpose today is to ensure the rule does not create unintended negative consequences for educators.
The Utah Ethnic Studies Coalition offered recommendations for more specific language in the rule and what they think it should include.
Because in Utah, we proudly celebrate our pioneer heritage, we want to incorporate ethnic studies into the Utah State core curriculum more explicitly.
While the academic integrity movement wants the rule redrafted entirely.
Keep the focus of the rule on the intent of the House and Senate resolutions, keeping critical race theory out of Utah schools.
The controversy over critical race theory kept popping up in public comment. Board of Education spokesperson Mark Peterson says the Board of Education has never discussed CRT and it's not a part of state standards.
This would be professional development for teachers, and each school district or charter school would set their own professional development on that, and it sets up some expectations for what equity and diversity looks like in the classroom.
Other public comment ranged from personal stories regarding race in Utah schools to asking that the board add amendments and clarifications, especially when it comes to teachers. Board members now have hundreds of suggestions to consider as they move forward.
Okay, so here is what will happen from here. On August 5th, the board is going to come back together to meet and discuss a lot of what they heard here tonight. And there are 3 different things that they could do. One is just go ahead and pass that rule as it is, as they approved of it originally. 2 is that they could add some sort of amendment or change the rule, the language within the rule. Or 3, maybe they don't do any of that and just go back to the drawing board. Live in Salt Lake City, Lauren Steinbrecher, Fox 13 News, Utah.